I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. The give is to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
You go 46, 46.
Prescott now on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lauletta now on second. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Again to Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down to that. Sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
Lauletta on first down. To Barkley on the check down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Gone, 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 gone. No, check. Patriot, Patriot. Twist.
A handoff to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A minute 57 to go in this first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Everyone come forward. 26.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On On second down, Elliott. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
All right, here we go.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Red Ellison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Lauletta from the 50 on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Barney! No.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it. He's got a man. Complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
On first down, Lauletta forced out to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kareem Martin not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. Breaks the tackle, now with Allen. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Coming off play action, Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
All right, here we go.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta rolling to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
26. 26.
Prescott on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And out now come the Cowboys. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got to lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 47. 26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll run with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Hey.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is Elliott. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
It's coming now.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great